Today, my Mornings with Meri is going to be just a little bit different. I'm not going to work in my Mornings with Meri journal. I'm going to do just a little chat. This is a more what's on my desk and a challenge. Another challenge? Another challenge. Hey, one idea sparks another. I don't need to mind map. My head grabs onto an idea here, which sparks a thought there, which sparks a project here. I'm running to keep up. Help! Help, Laura, help! Help! Meri's painting herself into a corner again. But in all honesty, these challenges do not have to get done this year, next year, anytime. They're just a challenge to have fun. Whatever inspires you. You don't even have to do them. I'm doing them. I'm doing them. If you want to do them, fine. Work along with me. All right. That said, I have a few things to show you. Let's start out by talking about my ABC journal, which was the first one, the first challenge that I did. And I did show you where I got to Z, painting all the backs of my alphabet letters. Yay. Now, what I'm going to do, we kind of decided this in the live, was to leave the front of the letters relatively blank. I really like the see-through of this, where you can see different colors looking through this. I just kind of like it. It appeals to me graphically. But I want to do something more, and it was suggested that I collage pictures or collage elements of pictures, of images that start with the letter X. All I can think of is xylophone. I'm going to have to get out the dictionary on that one. But what I've done now is I've already told you how I'm going to put the numbers in the back here. I just haven't got that done yet. That's on my list of things to do. But what I am doing is I've been saving these junk mail envelopes. I've got 4 out of 26. I'm going to have 26. I'm going to have one for every letter of the alphabet. And when I do my fussy cutting, whatever I happen to fussy cut, whatever I pull out of that magazine that I think I want to put in here, I'm going to file it under the letter. Like on E, in E, I've got eagle. So this will go on the back of the letter E. That's all I got in there. I just started this. So there's where I am on this. This will take some time. It's okay. I'm all right with time, taking time. Now, I'm also working in the Faces journal, and this is the last face that I did. I've done some more painting. All my pages now in the front of the book are painted out. I'm still working a little in the middle, and I think I might have 1 or 2 in the back to do. But I just do this when I have some extra time. And I am going to strengthen the binding. I may trim off some of these pages that, because of the gesso, are naturally beginning to stick out of the edge. That's okay. I would rather trim them out right away. They'll be trimmed out anyway when I do projects like this. So, yeah, I'm working in that. Fun. No hurry. No hurry. This is not a challenge that has to be finished until you finish it. Then I did Lisa at My Eclectic Life does a pick 10 on Monday nights. This is the one I did last Monday night. I already showed it to you. But this is the one that I did last night. This is Tuesday. This video that you're watching now will go up on Wednesday morning, but I'm filming it on Tuesday evening. And I am just so thrilled with these pick 10s. You never know. You never know how these are going to turn out. I was kind of stumped with the eyelets. I'm going, eyelets, really? So what I ended up doing was putting in 6 eyelets, and then the other prompt was ribbon, and I threaded a ribbon through there, and it really added another element to this page. So I will be continuing with Lisa's at My Eclectic Life does Pick 10s on Monday night, and then I think tonight, which is Wednesday, you should be seeing this video on Wednesday, Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations will be doing a Dirty Dozen. And then I will be doing a big 18 by 24 watercolor because I am making cards. Yes, I am making cards. I got a little ATC trading coin there. I am making cards out of the backgrounds. I'm using up my ephemera. Yes, yes I am. So I'm happy with those, and I'm going to do another Dirty Dozen background. I might do postcards. It just depends. So, having fun doing the Pick 10s. Enjoy those tremendously. Now, today I had to run errands, so I stopped at a couple of thrift stores that I like to stop at. I did not get a lot, but I got some things. Look at this book. Guinness Books of Records. Superlatives Unlimited. Please come in and look around. For sale. Nearly new cast-offs from the world's best dressed women. Here's a stack of books. This looks like sort of a takeoff of Shakespeare there. Some swords. An old violin. Y'all love your skeletons. He's hanging in the window there. So, and I thought, well, I opened it up and I'm going, there really isn't much in here that I would fussy cut. And I thought, well, maybe I could use it to do painty papers because it is the right size. But I thought and I thought and I thought, and I thought, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you in a minute. The other book that I got was a Mother Goose book. I just love Mother Goose. I love these rhymes and fairy tales from long ago. Is John Smith within? Yes, that he is. Can he set a shoe? Ah, nary two. Here a nail and there a nail. Tick-tack-toe. And look at the illustration there. So, I got it not so much for these wonderful illustrations, which I can't think that I would ever want to change these, other than maybe do some reverse collage around the edge. That might be fun, like what I'm doing in my angel book. But I got them for the nursery rhymes because they're timeless. And I thought how fun it would be to do some illustrations of nursery rhymes. Pick some that, because nursery rhymes are generally in the common domain, public domain. They're timeless. If I were to take this page and duplicate it or sell it, that would be different. That would be copyright violation. But nursery rhymes, you could probably Google nursery rhymes and find a lot of them, of the old ones that are in the public domain. And that's what I'm going after. How fun it would be. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "Oh, what a good boy am I." Now, this is their illustration. How would Meri illustrate it? Would I use collage? Would I draw a realistic plum? I might just have fun with it. There's where I'm going with it, but not for a while. It's just a thought. I have the book. I can approach it anytime I want or never. But I have the book. I love these books. I don't think I got enough books when I was a kid. Or maybe I got too many. Interesting, Meri. Where did that come from? Now, let's get back to the Guinness Book of Records and what I'm going to do with the challenge. Let me pull some of these things off of the table here. What I'm going to do, yes, I'm going to paint out a page, and I'll do one right here. Let's pick a page that I don't think I care so much about. And these pages are a pretty thick weight. This is a book text weight. I don't think I need to glue anything together. I think it will hold the paint. Let's do one that does not have a picture on it. I'm just going to paint it out. I'm going to fast forward and do that, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to issue the challenge. This will be Meri's Mystery Challenge 6. Here's my gesseled page. Now I'm going to work off of the same concept as my other books, and that is having a cut out image but still bound at the inside the binding here, the inside of the spine. That's what I'm doing here. See how this is kind of cut out and this is a cutout? Well, I still want to do the same type of cutouts. All my ABCs are cutouts. So what am I going to do here? Well, I am inspired by this. Please come in and look around. Look round. It's not around. It says, please come in and look round. For sale. So this is a storefront. What I want to do in this book are buildings. It could be a store, it could be a skyscraper, it could be a house in your neighborhood, it could be a school building, it could be a teepee, an Indian teepee, it could be a room. It does not have to be a building, it could be a room in the building, it could be a dollhouse and you're showing some of the rooms in the dollhouse. Or it could be a mansion, a room in the mansion, it could be a library. It's all, I don't want to say architectural, but it's building related. Now, the other thing that I want to say is, for some of you that are doing faces, and in my faces, my goal, and the mystery is, will I complete it? That's the mystery, but my goal is to do an entire magazine of these fun faces. They're not meant to be realistic. They're not meant to be increasing my skills. They're just meant to be fun. I sit down and do one of these. I want to have fun. I just want to have fun doing them. I don't want to have to worry about, did I put ears on that baby? I forgot. I forgot that poor baby's ears. But I had fun doing him. I had so much fun doing this. This one over here, I did in my live session. I will always remember doing this face in the live session because I'm doing it real time. And you are seeing it come to life as I work on it. And it's not in fast forward. Sometimes when I do things in fast forward, you don't see what's happening on the page. You see a really fast version of it, and you're able to watch me draw. But the comment was she was, well, at first, because I put green paint on her, she looked to me like a leprechaun. And I'm going, no, she's not a leprechaun. So I wound up with this kind of a coral brownish colored outfit on her, and it really fits her. I'm really happy with that. But the comment was, Meri, she's looking like a little vampire. And it was because I was still working on the mouth and the teeth. And I think I've pretty much have resolved that issue. But if you were to watch that video, she was looking pretty scary. She wasn't looking funny at all. She was looking a little wicked. And she's not wicked. She's a sweet little girl. I think I did develop her mouth and her nose to my satisfaction to where she's a sweet little girl again. This is for fun. This is not to improve your technical capability. This is just to sit down and draw a face. Now, given that, will I complete an entire magazine of them? I personally think I will over time. But what about you? Maybe you don't want to do 50 to 60, 75 pages of faces. So what I'm thinking is, maybe you didn't even want to do the entire ABCs. Maybe you started doing ABC and stopped at C. That's okay. In that same magazine, put in your face. Combine them. Combine the challenges into one book. And that's what I'm putting them in separate journals because that's how I work. But you may not want to do 75 faces or 26 ABCs. So in this challenge, when you do the buildings, you may want to do it in the same magazine or journal or whatever you worked on for your faces or your ABCs if you started those. What I'm saying is it's perfectly okay to combine them. It's perfectly okay to mix them up. It's okay. This is not a graded project. This is having fun, and that's what I want these challenges to be. So what am I going to do for my first building? I am seriously thinking going in the same style and just doing a really simple house. Here's the house that I finished. This is my first one. This is getting to what I mean. It's not a perfect rendition. It's done very fast. It's done from memory. I don't even have the flower pots painted in here, but I know I have brick steps coming up here. I know the house is blue. I know there's a big tree out there, and our porch looks something like that. We have flower pots along here. We have hanging flower pots. But I'll look at this house, and I'll think of where I'm living now. So you know, you could do something like that, or you could do something completely from your imagination. You can see I was thinking that I would complete this house over on this side, and I may do that yet, but I may not. I may put a skyscraper or something over here. But what I was thinking was, one way you could take this was do houses in your neighborhood. Houses, maybe the stores where you shop, your grocery store. I live in a small town, so those buildings will be relatively older buildings, but still they'll be fun to do. A library, just any buildings in your neighborhood that you find attractive, museums, city buildings, or maybe you're out in the country, barns, silos, anything like that. I was thinking here what I might do is work back from this page and do the house where I lived before, and maybe the house before that, and as far back as I can remember. And I remember pretty far back. So I may do a little series right in here, but in the meantime, be doing some city buildings or some fun buildings, maybe just building my own house. I don't know. Maybe you want to build your own studio. Just anything like that. Anything house and home related. And here again, it does not have to be a structure of a house. It could be the rooms in a house. And what about the back? I kind of like the idea of this man peeking out up here. Although, not for my house, but I still like the idea of something like this happening. Or the idea of, what about the back? Here we've got a man and a woman and some things going on down here. You may want to leave some of the text showing in here, depending on the book you have. You may have a fun book of, I think Susan Hiles had a stamp catalog. It might be fun if she was doing something, a home on one side, and leave some of those stamps on the other side. It depends on what you're doing, or if you want to do it at all. You might want to incorporate some of your faces with your house. Say this man lived in this house, you could just do a face here. You might do some big words like home, H-O-M-E, maybe here, home, H-O-M-E. Just have fun with it. Mix it up. Do what you want. I'm going to do my faces primarily in my faces book and my ABCs in my ABCs book, but I might mix them up here. I don't know. I'm still kind of deciding that, but primarily houses. This book, because of this storefront, says, please come in and look round. I want you to please come into this book after I get it done and look around at the pages. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. It's just a fun challenge. Don't take it seriously. You don't have to do it. But if you do it, have fun with it, because that's what I'm going to do. I will see you tomorrow morning.